Oh, the sun's been up for a couple of hours. We're a little late, T-Rex. Rex, did you want to get up today? It's a travel day. We gotta get out the door, okay? Cutting through the basement. Huge. Ping pong, air hockey, pool, foosball, big TV. And here's a door. Then we can go up. Hot tub. It's only in the winter time, which is interesting. Did go to the pool yesterday. Breakfast is on the griddle. Let's try and get away from the noise, T-Rex. What a gorgeous morning. The color looked better from the bedroom, didn't it? But the colors are coming. Autumn cannot be stopped. I can't get away from the noise. All right, gorgeous. Now, it's not a total blue sky today. It's not that there are clouds, but the satellite imagery says smoke. The fires have gotten really out of control now in Southern California. Terrible situation. And the smoke is going up, more fires in the west and then to Canada. You can make out the shape of the jet stream looking at the trough coming into the northwest, the ridge over central Canada, and then the smoke coming down into New England for today. So it's going to be a milky sky. I can't smell smoke, so I think at least it's only going to sort of dim the blue sky for us here today. But so much weather going on. It's so quiet in New England. But the hurricane ramped up right as it came ashore yesterday. Francine got upgraded to a Category 2 100-mile-an-hour storm with a central pressure of 771 as it came in. I was kind of keeping an eye on it from afar, and a lot of people down there and meteorologists are saying 100-mile-an-hour sustained. Where's that wind? I grabbed these anemometer readings right as the eye wall was coming ashore, and you can see the red numbers are the wind gusts, and we were only gusting past 80 miles per hour at some of the oil rigs. And the wind is more just up above the ground, and it punches down, so I'm sure there's plenty of damage. And we had the chasers down there. Josh Morgerman says the eye wall kind of disintegrated as it came ashore. The southern end of the eye wall, 75% of the hurricane just vaporized as it came ashore. And Aaron Jack was there chasing with his camera in a safe spot. Remember we saw Yagi in China last week, and all those people were out and about getting all blown around? No people out here in, I don't know, Houma, Louisiana. The shopping complex, parts of the roof were coming off, but no one was getting hit because everyone was inside protecting themselves. And there was a storm surge of several feet, but it looks like it's one of those situations where it could have been worse. In the Northeast, we have high pressure here again today. The temperature's going to go up to 80 or better after starting off. Low temperatures this morning, well, this was just past 7. We're in the 40s and 50s, about 45 here. It says 41 in Whitefield, and that was up from 39. So we did have some upper 30s this morning. Boston, southeastern New England, about 60. Dew points are in the 40s and 50s, so just delightful vacation weather. Chamber of Commerce weather continues. I have to hit the road today. I'm doing a Winter Outlook podcast. I don't think it's live, though, and I'll let you know where that's headed. It is going to snow in the next few days in the west. Oh, shoot, I gotta go. Rex, can you just play here in the jungle gym for a second? See, Billy's a great dog. It's a poodle, but it's a puppy, and it's really hyper, so Rex doesn't take kindly to really hyper puppies. All right, so where were we? The weather forecast, Boston 5-day, shows the temperatures close to 80 today and then into the 80s tomorrow. The dew point stays in the 50s. The wind's going fairly light. High pressure moves off to the east of us and comes onshore a bit on Saturday and Sunday. The temperature is not in the 80s anymore, but it's in the 70s, and that's just gorgeous. I'll show you the map. There's some curious things going on outside of Francine. We had a little bit of a shortwave just north of New England this morning. It showed up on the satellite, but it really doesn't show up on the analysis. But if you look closely, there are a couple of showers in parts of northern Maine today, possible sprinkles, and then tomorrow I find it very curious. It's a tiny little red outline right over Boston. The Weather Prediction Center says there's a slight chance of a shower or a thunderstorm right over Boston tomorrow afternoon and evening, which I find I'm chuckling because so many people have asked me the forecast, and I said it looks pretty good except for this backdoor cold front, and still pretty far north. So it's curious that the Weather Service is putting out that little chance of a shower and a thunderstorm, even though there's very little evidence of it in almost all of the guidance now. And so many people, Bob having your canal cruise, Danny wants to sail to Nantucket, Alan wants to take the train up to Mount Washington. I think it's all good, and any weather like that is going to be fairly insignificant. National Hurricane Center has, now we got Francine, we've got a couple of yellow X's, and out there, Tropical Depression number 7. And that could become the G storm. I think that's Gordon, but the National Hurricane Center says it's fairly far north. The water's not that cold. The air is pretty stable, and not expecting it to intensify much over the next 7 days, but after that, maybe. But remember what we showed yesterday with the big picture of the Atlantic Ocean, and it had a major hurricane out there. That's no longer the case. But that new yellow hash over the water just north of the Bahamas, this is something we've been talking about for some time, and that's east of Francine, which is decaying over Arkansas. Still a lot of rain, but the front is still stalled out there between North Carolina and the Bahamas, and it's there that we have to watch for possible coastal development, although last night's guidance was much less bullish. Actually, you want to go down that slide? So let's just show the big picture of the Atlantic Ocean like we did yesterday, and we'll stop it on Sunday. Francine kind of decaying. You got those little waves of low pressure crossing from Africa toward the Caribbean, with only one potential tropical storm, Gordon, slowly intensifying. And I want you to watch the waves of low pressure coming off of the East Coast, and we have one in particular that is going to move way out to sea, high pressure over New England, and it's going to ramp up. And if I stop at Sunday at 5 p.m., it's got a central pressure of 971 millibars. That is the same central pressure of Francine when that storm came ashore in Louisiana yesterday. This is south of Greenland, but it's a huge storm. And the fact that we have high pressure and those storms, one after another, going by way out there, we may keep the surf up. We may have a swell coming at us with light wind. That'll be great. So it's just a spectacle as these storms cross the Atlantic Ocean. And then if we keep it going, the low pressure near the southeastern United States really does not move much. And it looks like a potential another backdoor type cold front next week. Looks fairly dry. We are getting too dry now, and there's no rain in the forecast, pretty much. Negligible, if any, rain in the forecast as that low stays way south of New England for the foreseeable future. And that's reflected in the Boston 15-day from weather.us. There it is, little wave up and then down and then back up, and it doesn't look like record warmth, but we'll keep an eye on that. There is a lot of warm in the middle of the nation as it turns colder in the northwest. Winter weather advisory in effect in Idaho, Montana today, and there's more on the way out there. Yesterday, mostly just lounging by the pool, and then we did go to that concert last night, so I'm going to leave you some highlights from the pool and a fun day just lounging. And last night it was a great show at the Valley Craft Ale, and met a lot of new people and older friends, and there was so much great music for a remembrance of 9/11, from the Doors to John Lennon, Buddy Holly, and then James Montgomery took the stage and just wailed the mouth harp, and he did some Rolling Stones, but I think the Rolling Stones are all still with us. And I probably get a copyright infringement if I show much of that, so I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to show. Otherwise, T-Rex, we're going to go inside, have some breakfast, hit the road. Why don't you come down this slide? Incidentally, the slide is a water slide this morning because it was very dewy. Radiational cooling last night. All right. Talk to you tomorrow out a different door with a couple of cats. See you then. What's your name? What's your name? I know. Bernadoodle. Our neighbor just got one, and they do the same thing. Try and high five you, high ten you. I know. Is there a thermometer around here? It's cooking. Pool's open.
64 degrees.
64. That's perfect. That's about the same temperature we were just surfing in on Cape Cod a few days ago. Gorgeous. What a day. It's great when the weatherman shows up, I think. Noontime. Status. Cloud. Nice waves, huh? Sheared flow aloft from the west-northwest, creating those beautiful rivulets. Let's do this. Anybody else want to go in? Let's check it out. I injured the other foot for good measure. At least I'm not alone in here. Hey, what's your name? Come here often? Are you one of those things that you count the number of chirps in 14 seconds and add 40 and you come up with the temperature? Inquiring minds want to know. I don't think you are. Buddy here, I think it's a grasshopper. See him? Hop? But he's not in the grass. So it's a cement hopper. Ooh, he can fly too. Watch out for the water. Oh, he's back in. Just got you out of there. I don't think I can lean over all that way. Can I? Can I? Yes. All right. Why don't you hop the other way now? T-Rex, he's peanut colored. Playtime for puppies. Oh, sign, sign, everywhere sign. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the sign? So the current owners have only been here a year. I'm not sure how old the building is, but this is pretty cool. 3rd floor. And it looks like we get some sunset over here. Wow, look at the size of this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can sleep 7 in here. Let's go up here and check out the sunset over Mount Snow. Neat, huh? Neat. Who uses that word? Tim does. I think Hollywood should be making movies here. Give The Shining a run for its money a little bit. And I love the Vermont crooked window. A lot of folklore about the crooked window, which I can't recall right this moment, but I love it. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, that's the
What's his name?
Thomas Melvin.
Thomas Melvin. This is gorgeous. Did you want to share the story on how this got here?
That's Dover Bar and Grill, nicknamed D-Bags. It is our local
Maybe later.
dive bar, but it does have amazing food.
It's just gorgeous here. I just went up to room 305.
Yeah, it's a big room.
Yeah. I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting the number of people you can fit in there. And the view. Yeah, that's
5
what I went
max, 5 people.
Wow, it's packed. At the intersection of 9 and 100 here. And Deerfield River. Everything's named after Deerfield. Excuse me, but do you know where the Valley Craft Ales place is? Oh, thanks. That's the name, Valley Craft Ales. Wilmington. On the moon? Yeah, it's in the sky. It's hard to keep clean windows, but there's the water right there, so this place has endured some floods, huh? And tonight's gonna endure a major party, Soul of a Legend, celebrating those gone too soon. 23rd anniversary of the terrorist attack in New York. Quite the stage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 microphones. There's the band. They used to craft here. Steel. Look at those bellows. Wow. If this building could talk. How many centuries ago?
Softly in my ear.
And we're truly appreciative of the support that this is providing. If you're not familiar with us, we provide sports, mostly skiing and snowboarding, but we have summer activities, and we provide opportunities for people with disabilities to get out and recreate in this beautiful area. So your support tonight helps more.
heart, there's really change. It's just a little too bad when it's because we get around.
Stand up.
Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. I wish I never been born at
Bless you, Peter. We'll always remember Paige. New England, this guy has made his name and then some. I want you to put your hands together and welcome Mr. James Montgomery to the stage. Talk about love, let me see. I'm a little lover boy. Guitar. Listen, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Coming down here on behalf of Adaptive Skiing. Thanks for supporting this wonderful program. You know, I'll tell you what. I go back a long way. I go back a long way. How you doing out there tonight? I tell you, I gotta love Wilmington, man. I used to come here back in the days when Poncho had Poncho's wreck down here. I love Poncho, man. We hung out a lot. I've always loved Wilmington. We're paying tribute here to the late great Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly. We had a tremendous influence on the Beatles, man. The Beatles credited Buddy Holly with almost everything they did in the early days. So here we go, going out to Buddy Holly right now. song is really important to me. Start it up. My college band got signed right out of college by the Allman Brothers. They called us up, they said, man, we really want you to be on our label. I was still in college. The Allman Brothers called me. Said, man, we want you on the label, Capricorn Records. They said, we'll give you $200,000. We'll give you $200,000. But you have to tour with the Allman Brothers. You have to tour with Leonard Skinner. You have to tour with Marshall Tucker. I said, let me think about this for a minute. So we decided to go with Capricorn Records, the home of the Allman Brothers. And we never looked back. And I'll tell you what, Gregg Allman, people ask me all the time, what was your favorite band to tour with? And I've been out with Bruce Springsteen, Aerosmith, and everything. But my favorite band to tour with was the Allman Brothers. They let you have everything you wanted in the dressing room. You could hang out with them. You could go to their hotel afterwards. You could hang with these guys. They were the nicest band I ever played with. And Gregg Allman, one of the greatest people I've ever met in this business. So I'm going out to Gregg. We're sending this one out to you, Gregg, and I love you. And here it goes. You got it. Yeah, you got a lot of love. Give up the door. Woke up this morning, had those Statesboro blues. And you know Statesboro, man. Woke up this morning, had those Statesboro blues. You know, I was down in the corner there. She gone home, baby. When they call, I want to kiss you. Everybody help me out. Well, yeah. You know, starting my sleep, baby. Heart on my dreams, you know I miss you. Yes, I do. In the hall, baby, when they call the phone rings, some friends of mine that say, we'll be around 12 of some Puerto Rican girls who die to meet you, grab a case of wine, have a great time this night, we just go, happy out. Why you waiting so long? All right. How about a hand for Mr. James Montgomery? Come on, let's hear it.